Hi everyone, I'm Nick from Nimbitech.
Hi, I'm Jamie from Razer. Today we're just here to have a chat about the partnership between Razer and Nimbitech.
Yeah,
And what the future holds.
absolutely. Future's bright.
The
It's not
future's
orange.
Nimbitech. I was going to say
Oh, it is orange.
It's very orange.
It should be orange.
Oh, how did it come about?
We went for lunch, didn't we?
Oh, it's before that.
Yeah, well, we've been talking for a while.
We've been flirting for a while.
We
haven't
had,
we?
very much so.
And I saw you over a beer, and I thought, no, I didn't.
Oh,
It's a shame, that, isn't it?
yeah. I thought you were being genuine there.
We got introduced by someone, and I can't really remember who it was. And we'd had chats. This was like way before COVID, I thought.
Yeah, it was like lockdown 1, I think.
Yeah.
Our founding year, and we were just after a bit of help with understanding the Microsoft partner space.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And you guys gave us some really awesome help.
Do that, don't do that, do the other. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And the thing is, you did literally what we said.
Yeah.
Suggested.
Yeah. And then, you finally worked up the courage to ask me out.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. When we were allowed to.
Yeah, when we could. And I think, well, the date went well from my perspective.
Oh, it did for mine too. I think what there was, you went to the tournament and I just smiled.
Yeah.
And then it went from there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And I was quite, sort of didn't really know why I'd been asked out to lunch, to be honest. But then Jamie sort of popped the question towards the end of, could you see us doing something together kind of thing? And, the answer from my side of things was absolutely yes. We'd looked at Razer as a company that we aspired to be like and become eventually. So it was a very easy decision for us.
Yeah, it was good. I think just there's this, what's the word? We're going to go with just magic. We're going to we get that alchemy of actually we match. There's lots of synergies, but there's also lots of differences which are very complementary. And I think culturally it works. We get on, and when you first met Steve, I think it was very much so. Yeah, we could really work together. And there's nothing like liking someone, isn't there?
Yeah,
and that's the first fundamental stuff.
People that are easy to work with just make the job so much more pleasurable. And you usually get much more out of it as well.
Yeah. Oh, what's special? What isn't special? There's nothing like it. Like, there's no one like Nick. There's no one in the world like Nick and Nimbitech. And I think, like I said, I think that it's the alchemy which is really special, and the complementary overlaps. I think that's one of the real specialities. Nimbitech, what they do is brilliant, and in the way that they work and the ethos is awesome. I think that's what is really quite brilliant in terms of the combination.
Yeah, I completely agree. Hearing what Razer are doing, the way that they manage their company culture, who they are as people, just aligned completely with ourselves. And I think you're absolutely right. When we were talking about things, I could certainly feel like there was magic sort of happening. And one thing that I've learned in sort of doing a few years of business now is that it's really hard to find like-minded people in business. And when you do, you want to just keep hold of them, very much so, and actually try and bring them as close to you as possible. So. Well, I think we've seen a lot of change already happening within Nimbitech, which has been incredible. The amount of awesome work that Razer's team have been doing, helping us with various bits and pieces, has really helped cement the partnership. If there was any ever nervousness or sort of animosity before going into it, it was very quickly dispelled by the awesome work that Razer have already been doing with our team. And I think we'll also have a lot of good things to bring into Razor as well, and different ideas and suggestions for how we're doing things that might also give them things to think about too.
No, absolutely. I think from a change perspective, I think because of where the maturity, say, of Razor and Nimbitech, we're a bit further down the road, so we can accelerate that journey together. And I think we can prevent some potholes or some, don't try that, do that instead, or actually we can introduce changes from Razor's side. Is we're able to offer something that we haven't been able to really offer in the past. So all the skill set, which is highly complementary, it just unlocks the door to far more opportunities from both sides. And I think the changes will be really positive changes. I know sometimes people say changes are bad. And sometimes people think that, but they're not. In this case, this is all good. We can have different conversation. We can accelerate the growth of Nimbitech, I think, exponentially, and take it, nationally, globally, and just build on what we're already doing, which is cool.
100% agree. So, great question. From my perspective, I want success to come from the people that are boots on the ground. So what success would look like to me is asking our staff, our Nimbitech staff, in 6-12 months how things are, and for them to turn around and say, oh, it's absolutely amazing now. We love working with the Razor team. We can't believe this sort of cross-collaboration that we've got going on. It's so positive. And from our client's perspective, we're going to be able to offer more services, helping them further on their digital transformation journey. So there's a heck of a lot of things that sort of come into it, really.
It's not really just one number or something. It's hard sometimes to measure that sort of stuff. Yeah, sure, we can go, what's the bottom line look like? What's the profitability look like? What's the growth look like? You can have the vanity metrics in terms of turnover and number of people. But there's that other thing that's really hard to put your finger on that you can sort of measure, but you can't measure. Of this is cool. Are we having fun?
Exactly.
Are we delivering stuff that's amazing? Do our clients go, this is cool? Yeah. Are people going, I can't wait to get to it? And that's the sort of thing that I like to measure. That's very hard to measure.
Yeah.
But I think all bubbles up and surmises. So you can keep your vanity metrics.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want. Are we having a good time?
Yeah. So are our clients being served better as a result of partnership? I'm 99% sure the answer is going to be yes. So that's what I would consider a success. Good question.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is you've got to have trust. You've got to be open and have trust, be candid. If I felt I couldn't say something like politics is saying stuff that people want to hear rather than what's actually true. And if I had to be political with it, it wouldn't work. So we have to have this trust that actually we're going to do what we said we'll do. So it's the trust and integrity, I think, are the traits that really matter to me. And that's where the friendship goes, and you can just feel it. You can feel with people's body language, you can feel what they're like, you can feel how they treat you. You can tell as soon as you look at someone, they go, they're smiling at me, but it won't make you smile.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
But it matters so much, and I think straight away you can feel it, you can ooze it. So trust, integrity. If you haven't got those things, we're screwed. So.
I think you're absolutely right, Jamie. And one thing from my side of things, like empathy and an understanding of each other. This transition is going to be a journey that we're both going on, and having the skills of understanding when Razor might suggest something, we might suggest something, and seeing it from a positive viewpoint rather than, they're changing us or all this kind of stuff.
We've got to have people on board, and we've got to do what we said we will. And if we suggest something and it isn't right, then fine. But obviously, we want to hear your suggestions too.
Absolutely.
Because you'll see it from a different perspective, and it's that mutual appreciation, understanding, all that sort of stuff. They say, what's the old adage of people will buy from people they like, even if the other person has something amazing and they don't like them, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
So you've got to get on, and that's what I think we've invested our time in, making sure that this is cool. I can trust you. I'd leave my kids with you, and hopefully you feel like you could leave your kids with me, and they'd be all right.
Yeah,
they'd have a good time, and they'd come back and go, I quite like him, but why are you can't you be my dad?
Yeah.
Because I don't like, and I think that's really quite important.
Yeah, well said. Yes, and that's already started to happen. So, for example, we have a new CRM system which was recommended to us by Razer. So that's sort of stuff's already started to happen, and I can only see that growing over the next sort of 3 to 6 months. So yeah, tech and automators wherever we can.
We like to eat our own sausages. I don't like that whole phrase of dog food. I mean, would you eat your own dog food? I'm not a dog. So we have that whole thing of we eat our own sausages, and we automate also what we do in terms of data and that, and analytics and forecasting and scheduling and all the cool stuff that we take to our clients. And I think these are the sort of things that we want to infuse across Nimbitech and the rest of the Razer group. We'll develop that stuff out. But yeah, I think that those I suppose automations, do robotics as well if you want, but all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's absolutely. But it's a hard thing, I think, to automate everything, especially taking away some of the speciality stuff. But there's definitely going to be scalability where we can inject and cross-pollinate the. So I did that synergize.
Nice.
Should we segue and do some blue sky thinking and automate that and do some out-of-the-box thinking and all the other buzzword fingers?
Cross-pollinate. We think of bees.
Oh yeah, we can do some bee stuff as well. Yeah. Why not? Nice. Yeah, well, it's been really magical.
But yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, no, 100% agree. And I think we've already found a use case for the robot arms. Like I'm big in. Well, I love fruit, and I thought, well, what better way to determine whether a fruit is ripe or not?
Oh, but maybe
give it a little squeeze.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I think that's one piece of automation that I'd love to see.
I was hoping you
fruit basket.
It's going to peel it or like pass you a banana or something like that.
Oh, that'd be even better if it could like spiralize it.
Oh, I like it.
That'd be really
See, synergizing, out of the box thinking, segueing,
solutions just coming out everywhere.
It's just we can't stop, can we?
No.